Hello and welcome to Arcade Couch, the best place to cheer friends get your game goodness each and every Monday. My name's Dylan Blight, and joining me on the couch this week, Ashley Hobley.
Hey Dylan, excited to be here on the show, even though apparently everybody has stopped making news and is just too busy playing Elden Ring.
And whatever the hell else, that's very, very true. Also here, Kira Marchett.
I'm really looking forward to get a full mouthful of this podcast.
Very good. You will, yeah. Today, yeah, we're talking. Today we're doing a little bit of Yena. Yena's returning. Remember last week where it was like, we'll put that in our back pocket. If there's a slow news week, we'll come back and we'll do a full Yena rating. That's this week. There's fuck all that's happened. To be honest. So we do have a couple of news stories to cover in a minute, but the main topic, end of the show, is rating Yena. If you don't remember, Yena we did, a couple 100 million episodes ago at
Pokemon Yena.
VivinkArt on Twitter that has been working on this Australian Pokemon art thing, and we talked about maybe the first 2030, I think, when they originally did it. The full Pokedex is out now, so that's our main topic later in the show. No reviews or previews this week. I know the big reviews that went up this week were Triangle Strategy Project, whatever the hell it's called.
Just Triangle Strategy.
Is it?
Just
okay.
Triangle Strategy.
Yeah, they just dropped the project. Yeah. Right, that's right. It's like Octopath Traveler Project. They just dropped the project. All the reviews seem high for that. That's good. So people care about that. And then Chocobo Racing also had reviews dropped this week. None of us played that either. And I'm still kind of mixed. Yeah, very mixed.
No, I saw Paul James from Player 2. He enjoyed it. Other people not so much.
I want it. I want to play it because I really like the PS1 Chocobo Racing. And I have affinity sort of for, it's Chocobos, but it's kart racer, and I'm a sucker for a half-assed kart racer. So, but I mean, the reviews on that are all over the place. Yeah.
Well, you got to be in there to get like the DLC character Cloud Strife.
I hope so.
When it's released.
Sure. All right.
Yeah, it's going to tie into Final Fantasy VII
Part 2
Remake, Part 2, and then into Kingdom Hearts 4.
I can only hope. To be honest, I can only hope. All right. First news story.
Also, Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo reviews dropped. Yeah, very high. 10s, 9s. Yeah. Game's great.
So we're talking about it on Plat this week, right?
We will be talking about it on Plat. Tune into Plat on Wednesday because by then I will have played it. Yes. So, but as of now, no. We failed as a website.
Was the download of the game solid, smooth?
I have no idea. I went to sleep. I clicked download and I went to bed. I clicked download via my phone. Went to sleep.
It worked?
Yes, it worked.
Good. See?
But all in all, I feel like the story this week is ExplosionElk.com failed horribly as a website because we have covered absolutely zero of the big games or any of the games that are released this week. So, got nothing there for you.
We're unable to do.
It's fine.
Yeah.
There were more important things this week. The Batman.
That's true. All right. We did cover the Batman. Check out ExplosionElk.com, Ash's review of the Batman. Spoiler review discussion on the What Do You Want to Watch podcast feed. So that's true. We did cover something this week. Just not video.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed that neither of you prior to the show worked on your Robert Pattinson voice. Like, people keep going back to the...
No, I can't. Like, Christian Bale's one.
Here's my Robert Pattinson impression of him in the Batman.
This is terrible audio quality. This is so bad for audio.
He doesn't talk. It's great.
The thing is...
No, he says, I'm vengeance.
Once. He says it once.
He says it once.
Yeah.
He lives to regret it.
Yeah.
People keep saying it.
Like my podcast...
So obviously...
My podcast app has a thing on called Trim Silence, so like I think that whole bit doesn't really work. But
it'll just be a bit laughing and like, oh,
yeah. Well, what's going on?
Shit, he turns into the Joker. It's crazy.
All right, BAFTA nominees. First news story for this week. Let's go through these quickly. IGN writes the nominees for the BAFTA Game Awards 2022 have been announced, with co-op platform It Takes Two leading the pack with 9 nominations. Kieran has taken his headset off. It Takes Two stormed the categories, having been nominated across 8 categories, including Best Game, Animation, Artistic Achievement, Narrative, and more, as well as publicly decided EE Game of the Year. I don't know what it is. Other leading games include Returnal 8 nominations, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart 7 nominations, Deathloop and Forza Horizon 5 with 6 nominations each. So yeah, the main nominees are BAFTA nominee for Best Game, Deathloop, Forza Horizon 5, Inscription, It Takes Two, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, Returnal. I like this category. I just read out because there's a bunch of games here. A few I haven't actually heard of, or a few I didn't realize were British, but nominees for the Best British Game were Alba, A Wildlife Adventure, Death's Door, Fight in Tight Spaces, Forza Horizon 5, Overboard, and Sable. And then there's, of course, a whole list of nominees, but I'm not going to go through them all.
Lots of Australians were nominated.
I mean,
Yeah, Artful Escape.
Yeah, Artful Escape, Unpacking and stuff are in there, different categories and stuff. So, Ash, what do you make of the nominees for the BAFTA's Game of the Year awards?
I mean, it seems about right. You know, all of the similar names that we've been seeing everywhere. Of course, It Takes Two again for Game of the Year. Although it's interesting to see Forza Horizon 5 up in the best game, which it probably deserves to be in.
People remember last year, people were like were really pissed it wasn't actually in the Game Awards nominee. So yeah,
I mean, being British probably helps it to be in that top category.
Well, it's in both categories. It's in the best British game and the best.
Well, yeah,
best game.
But it's obviously the best British game, so it's going to be in the best.
So it's already in the bag. So Forza's
I
already
think
got
so.
it in the bag, does it? Yeah.
It's like at the Oscars where a foreign film is nominated for Best Picture. You're like, oh yeah, that's probably. I'm pretty sure that's going to win Best Foreign Film.
Do you think? I thought you was about to say Drive My Car is going to win the Oscar for Best Picture this year, but
no, Drive My Car is going to win
Best Foreign
Language Film.
Yeah.
Or international feature or whatever. But yeah, seeing Inscription there is interesting. I think a game that a lot of people love and probably didn't get as much
award buzz,
in that top category.
Yeah,
not in that top category.
It's always in the best indie
shows.
game or
best indie or that sort of thing. So a game I definitely want to get around to playing eventually. But yeah.
Kieran, do you have any thoughts other than just It Takes Two?
Look,
It
I've been restricting comment on It Takes Two the last 2 podcasts now, so I've said my piece.
So now I'll go in on it.
I've said my piece. I always think the BAFTAs, it's all about BAF. The BAFTAs, I think they were always a really interesting.
What do you think? What do you think BAFTA stands for, Kieran?
I know it's the British British Acting Film something television awards.
No, I mean,
no.
I mean, if it's got video games, what would the A stand for? If it's like video games plus movies plus
animation, you know?
No,
no, it's just the British. The British Academy of Film and Television Awards, right?
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
No, he said
but
arts.
I didn't say that.
But you didn't say it.
I said actors.
Yeah, actors. Sorry, actors and art. Yeah.
The BAFTAs. We're right on time with the BAFTAs. We are, Bob. I think that. No, I think all the games are appropriate. I think the later we get into the year, I think just award shows are more expected with like their lineups. We've kind of had our share of them now, so we understand which games are in those lineups overall. I do hope something else wins, but if it takes 2 wins, it's fair enough. It is across the board at the moment with it. So obviously, there are a lot of people seeing the good in the game over the more negative or the bad stuff. So I'll be interested to see if something definitely takes it out, because I think the BAFTAs does have the potential of getting a bit of a different award winner compared to the rest of the video game award scene. So
it's funny to me because I actually am very interested what wins for BAFTAs and some of these other awards. It's funny because we covered the Game Awards and talk about that the most, but that's the one I care the least about, probably, ultimately. The one I just looked when it's happening. The one I'm really interested to see, which is the Game Developers Choice Awards, because I always think they're super interesting. And I just love how they're peer voted. I think that makes them one to pay attention to. And that show was really good last year of Tim Schafer, and I can only hope he's hosting it again this year because I loved him last year. Wednesday, March 23rd, 2022. So towards the end of this month is when the Game Developer Choice Awards happen. So that's the other one I'm keen to see what the go is there. All right.
Side note, just randomly thought of. Should the Australian Academy of or the actors. I think it's
include video
television.
games. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, can't you get acronyms right? Fucking hell.
Yes. Of it. Yes. Yes, they should.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel like there's enough here to have a category for best Australian game of.
I mean, they give out actors for some pretty random categories, so why not video games?
Yeah, best reality show or whatever, random ass shit.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't include video games; they're not art. Here, the award to MasterChef. Like, it's like, come on. Yeah, I'm intrigued to see what happens at BAFTAs and all these other things. So award shows this year. Oh, sorry, talking about shows in general. Kotaku writes the 2022 Tokyo Game Show will be held in person. Wait to see if this fails. For the first time in 3 years, the Tokyo Game Show will open its doors to the public as an in-person event at Makahira Messe in Chiba, Japan. Probably butchered that. Sorry. In fall 2019, things were business as usual for the Tokyo Game Show. Once the pandemic broke out, the event shifted to digital only in 2020. Last year, it was online and for industry members in person in a much reduced capacity. This year will be the first time that since the pandemic began that the event will be held in a more normalized manner. The Tokyo Game Show will be held from September 15th to September 18th. Quote, the theme for TG 2022 is nothing stops gaming, end quote, wrote organizing official release. Unlike in the years past, children will not be allowed to attend, quote, due to uncertainties of vaccination situations among young people, elementary school students or younger children are not allowed for admission to secure safety of this year's event. There will be still online elements for the show, including streamed press conferences and simultaneous English translations. Quote, other popular programs from the last year are also planned for global audience, such as free trial of demo versions of the latest games to enjoy at home, virtual tour experience, and the TGS virtual reality VR area. So, it's interesting because now that this is the first one, at least that I've seen, unless I've missed one, like as far as confirmation of one of the major sort of video game things or even just pop culture based shows is returning to a public forum. And even keeping the kids out, it's still going to be, I presume, a fairly big show. You know, it's Tokyo's, or Japan, sorry, it's Japan's major video game con that's allowed, like, open to the public. So I think it'll be a really big one. But now it makes me go, okay, well, is E3 coming back from the dead? Is PAX actually going to happen in Australia this year? Like, is this a good omen, Ash, or like, this is September, but still.
Yeah, it's very far away. Japan's obviously right now having its worst surge of COVID.
Yeah.
Admittedly, 80% of their country is vaccinated. But I will say, you know, using the phrase "nothing stops gaming," I feel like is very much tempting fate, and I would recommend not doing that. But yeah, I mean, it's far enough out that, you know, obviously things can change, and I'm sure if they need to, they'll be happy to. Everyone will understand if they change. But yeah, it is exciting to hear, yes, we're going ahead. Confirmation, it's happening. We're going to show you all the Japanese games here in person. You can play them. We're going to give you so much hand sanitizer, it's crazy.
Well, it's like, because we've got PAX, like PAX. Australia changed its thing to say PAX 2022. Haven't locked in a date, haven't done any of that, obviously.
No. But they changed the profile.
Oh, shit. I think Japan, though, is an interesting... for the pandemic in general, but Japan's an interesting case study in itself, because as a country, I think the majority of their population is over 65, or has a very high percentage of people that are over the age of 65 there. So COVID is a lot more
serious
of a problem and of a serious problem for them, which is why they're reluctant to kind of open their borders, and they're having some cultural issues there at the moment. So I think for a large part of this, Japan has tried to operate as business as usual. And as a country, it's cultural to them to kind of, especially their work culture, is very much one that keeps on moving no matter what. People don't really take, annual leave. They get made to feel bad about taking annual leave. They work extra days. They work from, early in the morning till late at night. So I think it's not out of the ordinary for them to have the game show, but at the same time, I don't necessarily think, okay, this is an omen one way or another for other conventions going forward in different countries.
I mean, you live in Victoria. How would you feel with a bunch of people flooding to Vic at this stage? So, I mean, there's a bunch of events planned anyway. So
mind. Like, I'm already, footy season, like AFL season is 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
I've already booked tickets. I'll be at the MCG round 1. Yeah. At time of recording, I wish I was in Geelong with a bunch of people watching Foo Fighters at a concert. Like, I don't.
I wouldn't tempt fate. If you've seen the movie.
But more just the case of I wish.
Are you allowed to talk about that?
Yeah, no, I don't. For me, I think I need to watch Studio 66. But I'm at the point where I think personally I'm okay with things going back to a normality within Australia as a whole. So I think we're at a point where conventions could happen. I think we're going to have better safety guidelines around things like illness for conventions. But I think we're at a point where we need to start getting some normality and going back to a new way of life in terms of.
I'm pumped. I can't wait for my hand sanitizer with, like, I'll collect one with a Sony logo on it, Nintendo logo, Xbox logo.
Yes.
Like, that's going to be a thing. Like, what hand sanitizer logos have you collected from PAX this year? Like, what mask have you got?
It's going to be great, and then we won't be able to take them through the airport.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah, just have to use them, empty them out, just keep little bottles. I don't know.
Yeah.
What a collectible. That's fuck badges, you know what I'm saying? Like, hand sanitizer. That's way better.
Hand sanitizer.
Get behind that shit.
Get like a sash with a bunch of pockets.
Yeah, just hang them all off.
Store them all.
Just store them all, yeah. Get like a big tie that has a bunch of pockets in it. And you just store them like in a row. Hand sanitizer.
Do you reckon the reason Bayonetta 3 has not come out is
Why the
because they want to show it off at Tokyo Game Show?
Yes, it wasn't me that brought.
Sorry, it's just a random thought that came to my mind.
That reaction is exactly what we have.
Because they want people to have hands on with it
instilled.
first before, in case it's bad.
Do you mean people want to be hands on with Bayonetta 3? Yeah, I think so. Dylan, you okay?
No, like we wasn't even anywhere close to discussing Bayonetta, and he somehow pulled that out.
It's a legit question.
No, it's not a legit question.
They're too busy. They're too busy working on Babylon's
It's
Fall
out, I think.
and the
Didn't it
beta.
come out yesterday or
Isn't it the beta?
today?
It's the beta.
I thought it was the
Was it?
beta.
I can't keep up. Does anyone
Yeah,
care about
and
that
if they've
game?
got a beta period,
No.
probably a lot of people who care about it more than Bayonetta 3.
Wrong. I will bet.
I mean, when
You want to
no.
double down? You're going to owe me a pizza when Bayonetta releases. Do you want me to? You want to double down?
Bayonetta's not coming out.
Bayonetta's going to come out, and then you're going to owe me more because Bayonetta's going to have a higher Metacritic score than Babylon's Fall.
Oh, that's not
Probably because if less people are playing the game,
That's not how.
there's less people reviewing it, so that
I mean,
there's less of
that's
a.
no. Yeah, you've dug yourself in the hole with this. I'm not following
Actually,
you on this one.
Hobley.
I've seen the reaction of Babylon's Fall. It can't be.
I wasn't. I wasn't. No.
But it's
Still
not coming out.
though.
Yeah.
Everyone, get your
No, it's not
Nintendo
coming out.
Switches
But,
right now and buy Bayonetta. Play Bayonetta 1. Play Bayonetta 2. Get excited. If you don't have a copy of Bayonetta somewhere around you right now, you're failing at life. All right?
Dylan, if they see people buying Bayonetta 1 and 2, they're like, these are massive games that
We
people
just
have to
need
put a
to
lot of
remake
hours
them.
into.
HD remaster.
HD remasters again, and we better delay the game so they have time to play and catch up and make sure they're ready.
Anyway, what do you think would be the big thing at Tokyo Game Show, if not Bayonetta 3?
Fucking hate you. Final Fantasy.
That's true.
Either
16.
No. 16, yes.
16 as well as Project Chaos, whatever the fuck.
No, that's out. That's
already
out.
next week.
That's out like a couple
Is it
weeks.
Next
out
month.
It's
already.
out this month.
Next month.
Or this month.
This month?
Let me double check.
The more you know.
It's out this month. It's out on the
No, you know
on the
what?
18th.
You know what's going to be massive at the Tokyo Game Show? Just Final Fantasy 14.
So this is out on Monday.
Probably it will be big.
Strangers of Paradise Final Fantasy Origins is out next week when this is releases on Monday.
That's crazy.
Damn, that's crazy.
Put that into perspective for you.
So you just we do advise, do not play the drinking game of taking a drink every time they mention chaos. you will
No, don't worry.
write yourself off very quickly.
I mean,
They'll patch it just like they did with Aloy saying stuff.
I want to play that game. I'm never playing Elden Ring.
I know you do. No, you are never. I keep asking, and it's like, no, I haven't started yet. Oh, really?
It's going to be great. You're going to own the last copy in the world that's still sealed.
I got to go back and finish some other shit after Horizon for review and stuff. It's fine.
Jesus.
It's a collector's item, you know? There's an art book. I think I got the launch day one. I think there's an art book in that plastic as well. Like one of those mini ones. So
you both do, and you know while it's wrapped, you both do and don't have an art book.
It's true.
It's Schrodinger's art book. Right?
Yeah. It's 100% correct. I mean, there's a couple other big things coming out next couple of weeks as well. It's like, you got WWE 2K at the end on the Friday 11th. Huge game. That
damn. I
can say this because we don't have code, right? So I can say this because I'm not like this isn't breaking any embargoes because we don't have the game, right? But I've seen some tweets that make it sound like that game's got some very much do not talk about the game until the day it launches embargo, which I'm going to say doesn't sound great. Like if that's this is me assuming. I just want to
play the game for that game of going through its roster and work out how many of its rostered superstars no longer work for that company, because I feel like it's going to be a very
apparently it's 30 last I saw. Could be high.
Oh really?
So that's good. Also Tunic's out in a couple weeks, so well fuck.
Back to my previous point, I was going to say if you play WWE before you even
I'm not playing
WWE,
like I'm not playing WWE, right? If a WWE code showed up, I would message you and say, "Do you want to review WWE?"
Yeah,
you'd probably take it. Well, and I would also be like, "It's March. You haven't reviewed a game this year, right? Put in work, right?" Ash has reviewed more games than you this year. Reviewed a WWE game. We won't get code.
Jesus.
Right, what the fuck I was talking about? Oh, next news story. One more news story. Nintendo. Right, so I just want to talk about this because it's me putting hopes and dreams into the world consistently for Nintendo and achievements. So Press Start writes, Nintendo has tonight added mission and reward section to the Nintendo Switch Online. This is similar to PlayStation trophies and Xbox achievements, although way more similar in a sense that completing objectives such as playing a game a week, backing up your save data, or playing certain games on Nintendo Switch Online will get you platinum points. You can spend those platinum points in the My Nintendo store, but there's also special icons that you can choose for profile pictures. Currently, these include icons from Super Mario Odyssey as well as Animal Crossing New Horizons, although these are set to change from time to time. So this is a little bit confusing until I actually opened it up and had a look around myself. But it's nowhere near close to trophies or achievements, but it's the slight step in the direction that I need to get trophies and achievements on Nintendo, which I still really, really want. So the screenshot they have here on Press Start, when Shannon, I presume, took the picture on his at the time, was you get, it's plus 30 platinum points, play a game this week. An online one. It's another 20 points per playing a game, any random game that week. Plus 50 points for that day to play Super Mario Brothers on the NES library. And some of these change. I looked at mine before, and the top two were the same, but the rest were different. Now, with these platinum points, you can take them to get in-game items, which I'm sure they'll grow over time as they begin to tie in more stuff to this. So, be that skins for characters or icons, stickers, I don't know, whatever sort of fun stuff. Or you can take those platinum points and use them to redeem stuff on the Nintendo online My Nintendo store thingamabob. I can't remember what's called, that My Nintendo Online or whatever. And usually get these platinum points by buying stuff or redeeming a game card you get when you buy a card and all this sort of stuff. So I like this. This is the sort of thing that I wish Xbox and PlayStation actually had as well as trophies. And now I just need Nintendo to add achievements as well. Because I've always liked the idea of achievements having you've got you get points or whatever for platinums or points association, and then you use those to buy things that aren't actually worth any monetary value, and there's no way to sell them.
I don't know why. I have the feeling that Xbox used to have that.
I think they did have some degree of it.
I think there was something, or it unlocks costumes
for your avatar.
The avatars.
They did. They had that
I
back in the 360 era, I think. Yeah. So I kind of always like it because it's just that little bit of extra extra
Extra reward.
reward. So
Bit of-
like
bit of
back when we
gift
had
you get.
PlayStation themes, I would have been like, just make some themes you can buy, avatars you could buy. I don't know, like do what they're doing here with Nintendo. Hey, here's this like exclusive die for Horizon Forbidden West. It's nothing to do. It doesn't make the game easy. It's just a cool die that you can only get exclusively. It costs, you know what I mean, like stuff like that.
So it does make me think. I really miss getting themes with games.
Mm.
Like especially like on PlayStation. Like I used to really like the custom themes and stuff and the custom icons and everything.
Yeah, I do too because I used to
It's
change
fine.
it.
I
When
don't need them anymore.
Yeah, no. Like I like the way the PS5 looks, but I liked like when it was October, I changed mine to a Halloween one. I changed it to a Christmas one, an Easter one. Like I used to just change mine up for the year to match the theme.
Like for Halloween, you would change it to like the newest medieval games theme.
Yes.
Something that's
correct.
really dead.
Yes, correct.
Dead game.
Yeah,
Correct.
Nobody cares
a
about.
super dead game. So Daniel Forsyth would be proud.
That is not his name. It's
Random noise coming out of your mouth.
Are you okay?
That's what he sounds. You haven't played the game, so you don't get the joke. God damn it! That's how he speaks because he doesn't have lips because he's just a skeleton. You've never heard him talk in the game. A character will be like,
There's a character in the game?
Yeah, the evil lords.
Wait,
the evil,
what game are we even talking
fuck
about?
you! I'll die in a hole. But Dan, evil Lord Zarok.
You know, just as like a minor point, when Nintendo if they do bring out achievements or trophies, it'll have some dumbass caveat like they're tied to the console that they're achieved on. So if you get a new Switch, you lose them all.
I fucking hate that. I actually just really wish they had achievements because it's not even like I want to chase 100% everything. I would just like I reckon, and I've said this for years at this point, but I just want to reiterate it in case anyone hasn't heard me say it. Just imagine like you're playing Mario Odyssey and there's like, get 50 stars or what were they in that game? I actually can't even remember. It's been so moon. So get moon. So it's, a bunch of bronzes, silvers, whatever they want.
Like there'd be like one. There'd be like one for say collecting all the band members and new donks.
Yeah, like I just
I
feel like they just some games write themselves, and then it's also that thing for Pokemon where, like for example, the only Pokemon game I ever 100%ed was Silver, right? And at the end of that, they were like, cool, you go talk to this dude. He says, here's a certificate you can print off using the Pokemon printer, which most kids didn't own. So useless. But imagine now if they had achievements, at least you would have something in your profile to show off for that work. You've got the platinum or the platinum equivalent.
You've got something to show off. You've just got to take your Switch with you so you can show off
on the profile.
your completed Pokedex.
I know, I think
it's
cool.
like Nintendo would rather put their time and effort into such innovative ideas like Street Pass for the Nintendo 3DS.
Hey.
Bring back Street Pass.
Street Pass was kind of cool. I used to get into Street Pass.
Once again, please draw the attention to where you said kind of cool, where Street Pass goes into the same box as Mario Kart Live, which is still...
they should just put Street...
Did you just say Mario Kart Live is kind of cool? Did you say it's kind of cool?
Yeah.
That's pretty big of you, Karen, to be honest.
No. The basic idea is kind of cool. In effect, I like a lot of things Nintendo does. Kind of cool. Same time,
Alright, let's talk a little bit about what we've been playing. So, a little bit of Elden Ring in a second, but firstly, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. A bunch of people posted previews, and then as the preview embargo dropped, Nintendo was like, here's a demo, you can try it too. So I said, yes, please, I would like to play the game in which you suck a car up and become a car.
Where you just put stuff in your mouth.
Just put stuff in your mouth.
Look, it's a questionable. This mechanic is just...
Number one question. Is there ASMR sounds?
No. But it is as ridiculous as the trailer made it seem. So, so let me...
I just couldn't get over Kirby sucking up the cone. I was like...
He took a big puff.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
I would like to... let me try and get the...
Really do not want to inhale.
No, that's true.
I appreciate that it's mouthful mode. Is something, and I can't wait for this game to come out. And even though it already kind of happened with its trailer, just the amount of art or memes of Kirby having its mouth full of different objects.
I Fucking hell. It's a weird game, to be honest. So the demo has 3 levels.
Ooh,
It's basically
cool.
what's
That's a nice
in
demo.
the trailer, I think, because it's all just like that sort of washing up on the beach.
Does it open up with Kirby in like a house and his daughters gives him a watch and then,
No.
it cuts to like
The game,
later in
the opening
night,
cutscene, I wasn't really playing.
zombies attack.
The opening cutscene starts with, I think Kirby's in his house. Next second, like a vortex appears out of nowhere because reasons, and then he gets sucked up and taken to this, other world. That's the story setup.
Okay.
Gameplay.
So it doesn't start like the last.
No, it doesn't start like that. The gameplay is sort of like your typical Kirby game, but in a 3D environment. It's got 2 difficulty modes, so you do have you've got, I can't remember what they're called, but one's like normal Kirby difficulty, which is you basically can't die. You've got like a shit ton of health and you can't die. So, Kieran, do you have something in your mouth there?
Sorry, I just thought of like immediately when you're like, it has 3 difficulty modes. I was just going through potential names and inappropriateness for that.
For the 2 difficulty modes?
For the difficulty modes.
Yeah, what are they?
Like you could like don't put me on this.
Well, you dug your hole, so here's the shovel.
Like, there could be like the easiest game mode would be like minimum gag reflex.
Yep.
Like there's just lots of things.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you're like, please save me, I'm drowning.
I'm drowning with my immaturity of a Kirby putting things in its mouth.
Well, I'm sure when the game comes out, it'll just be full of more memes, so that's fine. So you watch.
It should just be small, medium, large, right?
It's hard. It's fucking hell. It's easy or hard. So normal Kirby mode, I didn't bother playing on because I was like, let me try out the one that's actually like you've got health and you can die. So the game's still easy. Not that I think that's a problem. It's just it's a Kirby game. It's meant to sort of be relaxing fun. But yeah, it's slight platforming, but more or less it's just sort of, and it's world exploring, looking for secrets, things. But also, I think the game, at least based off the 3 levels I played, the enjoyment of this game just comes from the utter ridiculousness of it. So like, in that first level, you get that car scene. Kirby walks into this mall or whatever. There's a car in the background, and these little Chihuahua dogs jump out or whatever the fuck they're supposed to be. And they're like, oh, they're going to come.
They're like foxes.
Foxes, yeah, they come
Chihuahua
out.
dogs?
I can't remember what they are, little foxes. They jump out and they start coming at Kirby, and Kirby starts doing his Kirby thing, which is, suck them all up. And then he sucks them up, and then the car in the background just like starts moving a bit, and it's like Kirby can't stop sucking. And then the car comes in, and you get to watch this scene where the car just gets swallowed whole, and Kirby's like, oh no, how do I stop it? And then it's like, oh, I'm a car now.
Sorry, that just sounded like a bad adult movie.
It's ridiculous to watch.
Like the plot where I can't stop sucking.
It's true though.
I just can't stop.
So then the game gives
Please put something in so I can stop sucking.
The game gives you the controls back, and then you just blast around as a car, and you're like racing around, and then
you just blast around.
And then 10 minutes later, the game's like, here's a cone, suck that up, you're a cone now. Like I'm really looking forward to it because in the first 3 levels, you see everything that everyone was laughing at from the trailer. So now I'm like, okay, what's later in the game? You know what I mean? Like, I've become a cone, I've got this thing. And then the other thing is you get like different power-ups. So you can suck up a dude who's like a bomb thrower. You can suck up a dude who's kind of like Link, so then you can like use a sword. Suck up a dude who's like someone else. Like, just sucking up dudes left, right, and center. And
just
sucking up to everybody.
Yeah. Just the DLC level, Kirby rocks up to Sexpo. That's a whole other thing.
How long before we get the porn parody?
I'm sure it probably already exists.
That's already
Kirby's been sucking up things for years. I'm sure it's not like a new thing. I think it's just that in this game, like he's.
What has happened to Arcade Couch?
I was trying to talk about this game seriously, and you fucked it.
Kirby's.
What do you mean? You're the one that's like, Kirby's sucking off dudes. He's sucking off this one dude.
I did not say any of that.
No.
I
said, you just said he was sucking up a dude.
Yeah, I said it was Kirby sucking up a dude.
Okay, sucking up a dude. Sorry, that is one word different.
Yeah, Kirby sucked up a dude with a sword. Now he's got a sword too. Kirby sucked up a car, now he's a car. Like, I don't know what the game makes perfect sense. I don't know why you're trying to make it any weirder, but yeah, it's pretty. I like it. I don't know.
But wait, but it doesn't make much sense how like sometimes he sucks up things and he turns into them, and sometimes he just gets his mouth full. You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's all about the swallow.
Jesus Christ.
Right?
No, because
he inhales them, then the enemy disappears.
No.
And he gets a sword, right?
No, you're wrong, because Kirby never swallows, he always spits in this game.
Oh.
A
character of culture, you might even say.
I'm moving on. And then let's talk a little bit more about Elden Ring. I don't know how the fuck we're going to continue talking about Kirby, because every time it comes up, one of you... I was trying to do this seriously. Kieran's just like fucking... I should have just ignored you. I shouldn't have been like, here.
You should have just ignored me. This is your fault.
Fucking...
You really did open the floor for...
All I said was, I'm going to talk about the Kirby game. Next second, Kieran's like over there like laughing with his mouse over his hand. What's so funny?
Fucking ignore it.
I thought about hardcore porn names for the difficulty you did.
I wasn't even hardcore porn names. It was minimum gag reflex.
Oh, fuck me. All right, get out of your system. I look forward to playing the game. Yeah. It's a fun little time. I really can't call it a cute game because it feels inappropriate at this point. Like... at least to be fair, I feel like everyone else that released previews, the headlines also had like
I feel like I had a good a really good time watching to certain members of the game media react to the Kirby trailer, and everybody's face when Kirby like sucks up that car is all the same. Only Japan can get away with this shit.
I saved that clip. It's off the demo, so I might upload it on Twitter after with a funny joke if I can think of one. But I think I've burned all good Kirby jokes at this point. Elden Ring, Kieran, you've been playing a bit more maybe, but you wanted to talk a bit about the tutorial or whatever. Did you play the tutorial? Where is the tutorial? Is there a tutorial?
I did play the tutorial. So no, there is a bit of discussion. I have played a little bit. I haven't dove into any major bosses since we last spoke about it. More just tinkering around, exploring, learning what not to do.
Don't die.
Yeah, just don't die. No, there's been some discussion about the game design around Elden Ring's tutorial. For anybody who hasn't played the game yet, the game fairly quickly. Actually, yes, take it, Dylan. Yeah, of course, Dylan. Fucking Dylan. When fairly early in the game, sometimes you wake up in a cave, and the cave has kind of in its design is up ahead of you,
like medieval,
kind of like I don't know what the start of medieval's like.
What?
Don't they come in on the back of a cart? Is that how that game starts?
Yeah, and they say, "Oh, you're finally awake."
Yeah.
No, there is up ahead of you a doorway with some stairs leading up to it, but next to you is a nice. Well, a ghost sat on a chair, and a little sign. And I can't remember what the exact wording of either is, but both of them heavily allude to the fact that the tutorial is down this hole. From my gameplay experience, I looked down the hole and I thought,
it's a trap.
Is this like a FromSoft troll? Like a FromSoft trolling me? And then I went, fuck it, if I die, I die. It's the start of the game. Hop down there, find it's a tutorial where the game starts teaching you everything and teaching you combat basics. But there is currently discussion online of how it appears a large amount of players haven't actually found the tutorial. They immediately saw the stairs leading up in the doorway and immediately plowed on up those and out into the world of Elden Ring, where you shortly encounter Man on Horse, and your life of pain and despair begins. And I think this is an extension of the old discussion about Dark Souls games and games in general as of late. With originally it was directly about difficulty options and difficulty, the ability to change or scale difficulty within a game, and how previously, I guess it's been the discussion, Dark Souls and Bloodborne and games that they like don't have those settings. Elden Ring has a lot more things available to it now to help you and to scale those. But people are saying that because the game doesn't actually pinpoint where or kind of help players find where the tutorial is in maybe a more direct way, like some kind of large glowing arrow pointing down the hole or placing people directly into the tutorial first. There is a lot of discussion about how it is bad game design or that it is a problem within the game's overall game design and its structure, is that it has this almost it relies people believe that it relies too much on players discovering the hole and jumping down it rather than being kind of fed into it. Personally, I don't know. I disagree just based on the fact that I think Elden Ring's philosophy and the game design philosophy for the game as a whole appears to be exploration and events happening based on your own discovery. And I think this opening area is almost trying to teach that and trying to show that if you explore and you find things, you will potentially find different bits and pieces. It's supposed to teach you that ghost NPCs are generally pretty good as a way of kind of listening to them and talking to them because they often have good tips. But I'm interested in this discourse of that because a game's tutorial isn't, I would say because of Elden Ring's game design being very minimalist in terms of map icons or obvious kind of landmarks in terms of checkpoints and stuff like that for you to see where things are. I think it is brought around to a lot of people who have probably been a bit frustrated because they've missed that tutorial.
I mean, technically, no Souls game has had a tutorial before, so I don't know. Like, how hard do you think it is to miss?
I think it is. There's an image online where when you wake up, your character is directly looking the direction. You see the ghost on the chair, you see the little symbol on the floor, and you see the stairs leading up to the doorway. I guess if you're super fixated on the door and you don't have any time for NPCs or for the messages, you might just run past them. But then again, I would say that would then lead to, I think you're going to miss a lot of things in Elden Ring because you're not taking the time to explore and you're just kind of rushing forward, and that isn't necessarily Elden Ring's problem, because Elden Ring's trying to instill that sense of exploration on you. It's a thing where I actually watched a video come up on my Twitter earlier today of a streamer who had put 30 hours into Zelda Breath of the Wild and then accidentally stumbled on one of the tutorial shrines from the start of the game that she hadn't done, that taught combat mechanics such as dodge rolls and backflips and being able to charge up attacks and stuff. And I don't think this was discourse brought up during that time. I think this is by and by kind of an extension of the Soulspawn.
I mean,
systems.
The Soulspawn series has always been built upon a reliance on the in-game messaging system and Reddit. So I remember, even though I never played it when it initially released, but I remember when Demon's Souls first came out and listening to it, probably was like a combination of Podcast Beyond and GameScoop at the time, because GameScoop was still like the original version of that show at that point. I remember them talking a lot about that show. And one dude in particular had like imported the game, like loved it, and was talking about IGN stuff. I remember him talking about like just being unable to like figure out how even some systems worked, or even to find stuff without like finding Reddit forums and like people being like, "Hey, here's how you do this," and everyone's like, "Oh shit, never do that." And that's always sort of continued, and that's always been a discussion point for the games. But they've always been built around sort of communicating with other people in real life to help explain systems in the game, and the in-game message leaving system to be like, "Hey, treasure chest here good. Hey, treasure chest here bad. Hey, fall off this ledge," or either to troll people or actually help people if it's the right thing to do. Beware of monster ahead if there's someone hiding behind a corner. Like all that sort of stuff that helps it makes it feel like you're communicating and helping other people and stuff. So I wouldn't, without having played it and seen it, other than that one picture's going on Twitter. Because to me on the Twitter, I'm like, I don't know, looks pretty obvious to go to check out that direction. I don't feel like it's hidden. It's like, hey, up there you can go, but maybe check over here first. And it makes sense to me. I don't think it's weird. But I mean, that's also just very Souls with the reliance on not really explaining things. Ash, do you have any thoughts on this stuff?
Not really. I mean, that's the risk you run when you do these massive open worlds, that you can go anywhere straight away. Like, you run the risk of, unless you funnel players specifically through a point, then there's always going to be a chance that, they miss the tutorial. I remember seeing someone had played, like, finished Breath of the Wild, and they came to some certain area, and then a tutorial for how to dodge started up. Yeah. So
I would prefer. So I was just thinking, Demon's Souls starts at the start of that game. You just start in an area, you play through it. There's a boss at the end. You're supposed to die to the boss, which is, I believe, how Elden Ring's tutorial works as well. You can technically beat all these bosses in these Souls games. They just give you a really nearly impossible one to beat. You can. I think that's just the best way, and they should have probably just done that here. Like, instead of making it an optional thing, like, start Elden Ring with the tutorial level. When the player dies to the boss at the end, then they awaken in that area you're talking about, and then you just go straight up ahead to the door, and out you go to the world, etc., etc., etc. Like, that's maybe not make it optional.
Roughly how it starts, but yeah, it is once you've died to that boss, you then have the choice. You then it's supposed to find.
Yeah, so I was like, just don't make, make it not optional. Like, just. I'm sure the tutorial's not long anyway. Like the opening section of Demon's Souls,
and it's a section that teaches you how to kill things. It has a very easy boss towards the end of it, to players know what it feels like to go to a boss room. I think it's funnel things, but at the same time, I feel like maybe returning players of the series would find it very weird to have that. I
mean, they've already done it. Even Bloodborne opens, and it's like, hey, introduction to the game. Here's a massive werewolf that kills you. Like, it's always been a sort of.
Yes, but so has there been the tutorial for Elden Ring has you go into a room, and as you enter the room, pop-up happens explaining the mechanic to solve that section of the room. Like, there's one bit where you go into a massive cave, and there is a man stood on a little bridge at the top, and it explains you how to use your bow and arrow and how to pull that out and how to use that. Is that the same for the other games?
Probably not. Like, that sounds more actual tutorial-ish than the other one.
Yes, it is 100% a full kind of more modern-day typical tutorial than I think has ever been in a Soulsborne game before.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, maybe, I don't know. It's hard to judge, but yeah, I mean, based it's all of the screenshot going around. It doesn't look that hard to miss to me, but I don't know. Just have a giant sign that says tutorial there. I don't know. Does that ruin the mood of the game? Yeah. All right, main topic of the week. Yeah, nah time. So what we're going to be doing is, again, just to go over it, we're going to be looking at the full Pokemon Australian fictional game created on VivinkArt. That's
VivinkArt.
VivinkArt. I'm trying to go off the top of my head, but then I get it wrong every time. Their Twitter page, where they have been posting these since November 2019 was when it originally started. So the other day, last week, when we talked about it, was like, hey, we should do that. We're doing it now. So last time we did it, I think we did like the first 30, maybe less. I don't remember. But there wasn't that many at the time. But we went through, we sort of rated them, decided if we would like them. I don't really know what that means to everyone, like what you like them means. I just...
Yeah,
I would say...
catch them?
I'm just going to say, let's just pretend you have like a limited space in your poker PC. I'm not giving you that number because then I don't want you to actually think about the number. But let's just say there's a limited number, and you can, like, which ones would you actually want in your collection? Which ones would you want in your Pokemon collection and or party without putting a number to restrict it? You know, something like that. So you're either
That's fair.
I would like that in my Pokemon collection, or nah, not for me. That's what we're going with here. I would say also, if you're listening to this as an audio version of the podcast, I'm going to highly suggest going to check it out. The video version, at least skipping to this part, because obviously we're going to have up the art, or just head on to the Twitter link. Of course, the link to this, to the Twitter page of the art and everything will be linked in the show notes as well. Whatever works for you, best. Now, to help audio listeners and to have a bit of fun, because last time I was trying to describe each one, we're going to round table it. So we're going to take in turns describing what each of these look like. So it's not just me doing a terrible job each time. And also, we're just going to do, we're not going to do every single form, nah. It's just per Pokemon. So describe each form. We'll go over each form, but it's a total nah.
So as a collection, we'd say for the first three. So you know what? I'll take it off your hands, Dylan. The first three is a grass type Pokemon of either Skippy, which is like a little big-eared creature, green with kind of big feet. Wallaboom, which is more of a kangaroo-like Pokemon, green, but it has like a tree trunk as its kind of tail. And then there is a Kangarang, which is a kind of fully formed kangaroo, but with I don't know if the boomerang is his tail or if the boomerang is just a side weapon he's carrying. But looks like a top bloke for me. So for me personally, I'd say yeah.
Ash?
I'd also go yeah.
I'm also giving the Skippy full form a yeah. Yeah. Full rounds of years for that one.
Yeah.
All right, so if you're going to kick things off, I'll go next then. So then we've got the next starter, which is the fire type. So you've got Scorched, which is like a little, I don't know, like it looks like a fire ant crossed with a fox to me. Or a lizard, I guess. A lizard crossed with a fire ant or something. You got His Sleep is the second evolution. Again, more lizard-like, except for this time it has like a little hat on, like it's naughty. And then it evolves into Venoslick, which is like a anaconda-looking thing at this point. Going full crazy with the fire coming out of it and devil horns and a full lizard tongue thing. Nah. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, I'll join you.
Nah.
I'll join you on the nah.
Nah. I don't want this one in my party.
I mean, I like it. It looks cool, but I think I'll give it a nah.
Yeah. At what stage do I want to bring this thing out and be like, oh, hey, buddy, how you going? Oh, you fucking ugly.
I mean, if it's just a Scorch, just a little cute little, lizard thing.
Yeah. Just to clarify again, because we said we're not rating the art design. We're just we're rating the
art design for all this is fantastic. Yeah. It's just a personal preference.
This is if we were Pokemon trainers. Yeah. The overall job on the design, love it. We're deciding if we want the Pokemon. Ash, your turn.
All right. So the third, water type starter, you got Paddle, which is like a little platypus, but with like a little. It looks like it's got like a swim, like one of those swim caps with like little things over your ears. Then it evolves into Bogano, which looks like a platypus that's a bogan. It's got like a white singlet top. Like it's got a singlet tan, and it's got a bit of a mullet. It's a bit like thicker than the original.
More robust.
Yeah, a little bit more robust. Had a few. It's rocking a 6-pack. No, rocking a keg. Not a 6-pack. Then it evolves into Bondiver, which is again another is like Bogano, but he's having the light beers. Much slimmer. And working out. Let his hair grow out. He's got like sort of a surfboard looking tail from this angle as well. So yeah, it's a big.
He goes and plays like good A-grade footy on the weekend.
Yeah, yeah. This is that's probably the best. He plays weekend sport. That's the difference. This is a big year for me. Yeah.
I've got a big old year for me too.
It's a year for me, but I will say of this one, I would keep Bogano. I would not let it evolve to Bondiver because Pokemon Just like it looks like it's going to bully all the other
true.
Pokemon.
I mean,
Like, it's just going to...
Bogano might be the best middle evolution Pokemon ever.
Bogano's like,
Like, it's just like...
I go down to
This is
Cedar Week Live, get more fucking paycheck, and I'll come home
like-
with a six-pack.
Bogano.
I'll fuck you up. I'll fucking take you, I will. No, it's...
You got a
Bogano,
it's
lighter,
like-
mate. You got a fucking lighter.
It's the counter Wartortle, whereas with Squirtle you never evolve it into Wartortle because Wartortle's a little.
But you want
bitch.
Blastoise.
But you want Blastoise exactly, so you just skip it over.
Kieran, what's the next one?
Next one, you've got your classic baby bin chicken, ibin, that looks like a little cloud with a little bin chicken head poking out, and then holy shit! All of a sudden, it turns into a huntsman, as it is Huntsmare, where it looks like the creature is kind of burst out of itself. Nah. I think because of Dylan's reaction to the recent mate in his bedroom, he'll also be a nah.
I'm going nah. I do want to clarify something quickly. We because I just realized, like, I'm like 100%, like, pretty sure that that's the evolution there. But just in case we ever fuck one up and it just looks like it evolves, there's no like clear, distinct way. Although we're just going with what makes sense. Although I think they're this. I'm pretty sure they all.
I think they're
Yeah, I just want to like.
they have the same kind of.
Yeah, in case we
flight.
fuck one up and we're like that evolves into that, it doesn't. I just want to I'll like get that out there. But yeah, nah on that. I'll have the little bin chicken. That spider can get fucked though, so nah.
I mean, I think yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
You know, just to scare off your enemies. You know,
What, am I your enemy?
if I throw out a Huntsmare, then Dylan's not going to be at his best, is he?
No, Dylan's going to be even more because he's going to be like, I need to finish this off as quick as possible.
No, he's going to be too scared to give orders.
I know. It's time for Bogano to attack.
No, but I was going to say
Dylan's too
Bogano's
scared.
there. All of a sudden, Bogano like sees Dylan scared, gets out like a rolled newspaper, and it's
I was
fucking
gonna say
on.
Bogano
Like,
just like
Bogano,
turns
it's like-
around with a cigarette. He's like, "Stop being a fucking pussy."
Oh,
Stop being a fucking pussy, you little bitch.
yeah, but then he
It's
won't
Dylan.
do anything because
Please don't hurt me,
Nah, gets that
Bogano.
roll. Bogano either gets a rolled up newspaper or a thong. And he just
Don't make
fucking
me phone
cracks
ya.
it one with the
I'm
thong.
informing you, mate.
And it's like critical. It's
Yeah.
critical hit.
then Huntsmare comes out and rips
Very-
his face off.
Fucking hell.
This would be great.
Jesus Christ. The next one.
Very effective.
Git. It's I think it's like a bed bug looking little motherfucker. Bugrowth it evolves into, and then it's like I don't know. It looks like its face is fucked, and then it evolves into Mortine, which
No, well,
I think it's
the
the
face
it's
of-
the logo of the spray, Morton.
no,
Yeah.
no. But I think the last one. I think all those red eyes are actually all lots of little bugs.
Yes, that would
Or
be
little faces, at least. Yeah.
It's fucked. I hate it. This is a nah. What do you use?
Yeah, this is a
Yeah,
nah.
I'm with you on the nah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
nah.
nah.
Yeah, no.
I've already got me in sick
Get-
Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't need. To me, I don't think I like any insect Pokemon in Pokemon games. To be fair, I'm like, nah, bugs and spiders and stuff.
Wait, you're not a fan of Caterpie into
No.
Metapod?
Actually, I'll take
into
that back. One of my,
Butterfree?
you know, here, Pokemon fact: Dylan's top 5 Pokemon on that list. Heracross, I think, is a bug.
Heracross is dope. Heracross is very
Big
good.
Heracross fan.
Heracross, is Scyther?
Scyther's a bug, I think, maybe technically.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is
it's not
it
an
a
actual
bug?
bug, but it's a bug type.
It's an
so-
insect Pokemon.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
an insect Pokemon. Yeah.
It's an insect Pokemon though. Scyther's cool.
Scyther. It's like one of the funnest Pokemon things to
Yeah.
say. Scyther. I did that so much when I was a kid for some reason. Scyther.
He's in
Oh my
like
God,
one
you know that-
episode.
You do that far too well. That's weird.
I do remember specifically which episode it is. It's the one where
It's the town.
the town.
Yeah.
And Scyther cuts
Yeah.
Pikachu's tomato sauce.
Yeah.
It's like,
So I had
Oh,
two
shit.
VHSs, and I think each had like 3 episodes that I could watch repeatedly. Of them, what was on Cheese TV in the morning, and
Yep.
I watched one of the episodes was that one where they go into that town. It's like a cowboy episode. Like the whole town's being bullied. Eventually, they get all this tomato paste from the rooftops. They throw it on the side and shit. Pikachu's like, "Nah, mate, I'll thunder shock you now. Get fucked," and they win the town. It's like Seven Samurai, but Pokemon.
Yeah.
It is though. What's the next one, Ash?
Yeah, next up we got Chowie, which is like a little koala yowie cross. You know, little derpy cartoony character. Evolves into Gamonster, which is Chowie, but he's ripped off his face, or at least all his fur. It looks like he's a skin Geodude on top of a body. That evolves into Yowinji, which is the Gamonster with like blue fur and like, you know, like some sort of ape Yowie cross. Nailed it.
Yeah or no?
I'd say yeah.
I'm gonna go with the headcanon for this one. That Gamonster is some kind of like creature that has burst out of Chow.
Like the alien in Aliens.
Yeah, like an alien in Alien, because like I'm all about it, yeah. But I like there's a couple I've already seen through this where I'm like, there's a little story to you, like Cubone and his skull. Or is it Paris that has the mushrooms that take over its brain? Yeah.
No, nah. I would like a Chowie, but the rest of them, nah. I don't need you.
Nah, he's gonna fucking bump they're just gonna run amok. Run amok on their
It reminds me of
enemies.
Mankey in the Pokemon first season when he doesn't want to cooperate with Ash. I don't need these two people not listening to me.
Mankey was ripped. Mankey was like just all
It's
muscle.
Kieran, what's the next one?
Gallopoli is a little pink horse. Much like same kind of design as is it Chansey as the healing Pokemon?
Yes.
Not
Yep.
Chansey. Yes, it is. Yeah, Chansey's.
I mean, Chansey doesn't look anything like a pony, but
I'm gonna say yeah, just because I had a good chuckle about the name Gallopoli. It's nice to remember Gallipoli, but also at the same time, Gallop.
maybe it's based on
Yeah, it works
horse.
because, you know, the story of
what's McCall's donkey.
Old Mate and his donkey.
The horse. Yeah.
What is his
it's
donkey? What does that
Yeah,
do,
exactly.
It wasn't like
Samson? No.
maybe, wasn't it?
Is it Samson or
Maybe
something
it's
like
something
that?
like that. We're really bad at Australian
Samson
history.
is
Hey?
donkey?
It is
We
something
are
like that.
Australian.
We're doing some quick Googling.
Quick Google.
We need to know.
I'll say Murphy?
Maybe.
Murphy?
Gallipoli donkey.
Simpson and his
Yeah,
donkey.
Simpson. Simpson used
Simpson.
donkeys
I
to
was like, I
transfer
know it's
wounded men
Samson
from
or
fighting. Yeah, it was close.
See-
We were close. We knew. Yeah.
They're fucking close. Closer than fucking Murphy.
Apparently, Murphy was the Gallipoli donkey. So, I mean, Murphy was the name of the donkey.
I'm going.
um,
Yeah.
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 Or ride around. Can you heal me up?
Like a cute little pony, cute little donkey. Love a donkey. Now who did that one? Okay, right, the next one's mine. So I got next one Scampic, which looks like a little bush ringtail possum thing, because it evolves into Brushtail, which is very much just so with a very red brush tail. I don't think that evolves into the next thing, or do you think it does?
No, I think it does. No,
I think
say
the next
does
thing's just.
because,
I think the next thing's just by itself, surely.
No, because I think the story. Maybe I don't know. My thing is right. I have a story. This looks like this Scampic. It kind of looks like Scampic's infected by something, and it's taken.
What are you
over-
talking
Yeah,
about?
it does not.
Like the tail. The tail has 2 little eyes in it,
No.
and then the next brush tail. It's like fucking taking over the rest of its body.
What do you reckon, Ash? I reckon that it's just these two, and then that one's third. What do you reckon?
It's probably.
I think it is
these
just
two.
those two.
Okay, let's go over that. So I'm giving Scampic Brushtail. Nah, they're cute, but nah, not for my team. Not for my dream team.
Yeah, I'll probably go nah as well. You know, they're cute. You know,
This
cute.
is. This looks like it's the Australian Rattata. And no, thank you. No.
Very cool. Ash, what is the next one we were talking about?
Next one is Drop Bear, which I don't understand why this is here because as all of us Australians know, drop bears are real, and this is a very accurate depiction of them.
Well, that's why drop bear is spelled BARE.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
But it's like a spot-on depiction of what a drop bear actually looks like. So
It is fucking damn.
So all our foreign listeners, if you want to imagine what an actual drop bear looks like, that's what they look like.
Now, if my snake story earlier was about a drop bear, I wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but the way to avoid drop bears attacking you is to speak with Australian accent.
Sure. I'm going.
They're attuned to know what locals sound like, so they only attack foreigners.
I'm going nah. Fuck nah.
It's a nah for me. Yeah,
it's a yeah for me.
I don't want anything to do with that. Get out of here.
Yeah, no. If fucking Ashley's like, I'm gonna get a huntsman to scare people, I'm fucking getting drop bear. Drop bear's just at it, just
that's fair.
Sorry, look, I can't control him, man. He's a fucking drop bear. He's at it. Like,
can you imagine throwing a Pokemon and be like, I choose you, drop bear? What a wow.
Drop bear would be like Mankey, where he'd attack you by accident. He'd just get pissed off with you. And you're like, oh, fuck.
Ash. Oh, no. Kieran, what's the next one?
It's me. I don't know how the fuck I'm going to... Okay. M-Ball, which is like a little explosive, like, cricket ball, I'm guessing the design is about, because it goes into Ricket, which is the ball kind of turns into the more of its head, and then there is wickets for the rest of its body, and then it goes into Ashik, which I think is supposed to be a tribute to the Ashes in cricket.
I believe that.
Yeah,
it's a huge cricket guy myself. I believe that is the.
It's correct.
Kid that,
For me, this one's a nah. Scrolling through, I actually think this is one of my least favorite designs out of the.
Why do you hate sports so
much?
much?
The Pokedex for Australia.
Why do you hate cricket so much?
I love
Is it
sport.
because you're
fucking hate
British and they're bringing up the Ashes when England lose all the time? And
the thing is, Ashley, as a dual citizen, I never will lose the Ashes. I always win. I've always got the Ashes. I just have to pick a passport. That is what I do. So no, that isn't the problem. Even though cricket, or at least Test match cricket, fucking boring. 2020, almost a little bit better. Still kind of bad.
I'm going nah, because I don't like cricket.
Yeah, I'm also going nah, because, I mean, it's fine.
I don't need no cricket ball and cricket stumps on my team. Get out of here. Next one is Scree, which is a bird pretending to be a nice bird with a plover head attached to the top of it, that's wearing as disguise. And then Swagora, which is two plovers flying in with a lieutenant of a mob, and then Bravia, which is three little plover motherfuckers flying in with the mob boss, Don Collie Magpie over here.
For those who aren't Australian, these motherfuckers will swoop you if you go into their neighborhood.
By swoop you, we mean pull out the Uzi and pop, pop, pop.
You mean the Tommy gun?
Yeah, the Tommy gun, yeah. Put Tommy gun and pop, pop, pop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going, yeah. I want these. On my team. I can get about these.
Yeah. Yeah, you evolve it, it's 4 for 1.
It's true.
Well, I think the first one is 2 Pokemon.
Yeah.
I think
it's a low-level mob boss. It's like the guy, he's got an assistant, Then he gets
an assistant.
Then he gets a hat. So then he gets another buddy. And then he gets a pipe thing, and then he gets 3, It's
true.
I'm all about this one. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really great. Yeah.
Ash, what's the next one?
Next up, Popia, which is a little oddish type, but with a red flower for its top. Then it evolves into Memlora. Go with that, which looks like a... that other Pokemon that has like flowers for hands? It looks kind of like that, except red. I guess it's poppies, right?
I think so.
It's got a poppy head.
Yeah.
That's what they're going for. And that evolves into Etunance, which, I don't know. It's got some legs.
It's got some legs.
It's got like a long leafy hair with poppy flower for hands. Yeah, I'll give this nah.
Yeah, I'm going nah as well. I don't want these droopy, drugged up flowers on my team.
Wow.
I'm giving this a yes.
Oh.
Yes. No. I think they're poppies, so they've got a good, nice message. But at the same time, I really like Eternance. I like the design. I think it's cool.
Sharon, what's the next one?
We've got a little nugget of a chick called Kirby. Turns into a little bit more of a buff chicken called Faltree, and then turns into a motherfucking dragon chicken called Cockatrice. And yeah, I'm all about this again. This has some cool evolutions. Cockatrice looks like a little badass. I like to think Cockatrice is a really small Pokemon still. Like it's still the size of a chicken, but it's like a little dragon because that would be that'd be dope.
It'd be an interesting direction if it was actually none of them got bigger. I'm going nah. I'm going nah. Like,
how could you give up on Kirby? He's like a little nugget.
It's like,
it's like
someone
nugget.
experimented in KFC and it went wrong. You know what I mean?
a little nugget got sentience.
Yeah, a little nugget.
That's what it
Yeah,
like.
exactly. Yeah.
I'm gonna go yeah. I mean, I would love to have like a little collection of Kirps all over the place. You know, Kirps are the new porgs. That's all I'm
Calm
saying.
down. Let's not go there.
Yeah,
Damn, there we go.
because
You heard it
people
here
will
first.
happily eat them. And Cockatrice kind of looks like that dragon lady from My Hero Academia.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll give it. Yep.
Yeah.
Next one is
And the Faltree looks like the chickens from Chicken Run. So I mean, it's across the board, all good.
look forward to that sequel.
Don't like gravy.
Next one is Drimp, which evolves into Crustique, which is they both are very similar looking. It's prawn, I guess. Or yeah, that's what I'm going with anyway.
Yeah, it's like a prawn, and then it's kind of, I guess, yeah, lobstery maybe.
I'm going
Bit
nah.
more.
I'm going nah. Nah.
I'm going to go nah, but Drimp's eyes just
Drimp
very
has
adorable.
adorable eyes, but I'm going nah. This seems
I'm
like
going
Pokemon I
yeah.
feed to my other Pokemon to be stronger. I don't need them on my team.
No. This is a massive Drimp is a cutie, and then fucking turns into a fucking badass that's gonna maul everything that comes near it. Hell yeah, let's go.
Alright, fair.
Yeah.
Ash, the next one. It starts on one page and finishes on another. So
yeah. So you got a Kidling, which is like a little cute echidna, but with instead of like spikes or spines on his back, so you like nice grass and some bits of wheat popping out, very adorable. And then it evolves into Ouchina, Ouchina,
Yep.
Which is looks like a mole, like the actual mole with like a grassy back, but with a bunch of bindies inside the grass. So, oh yeah.
These are the worst.
I'm also going yeah. I love a little cute echidna.
I'll have a cute
going
echidna,
nah.
and I'll have little tough echidna.
Yeah, yeah. Kieran said nah.
Nah.
Why do you hate Australian animals, kid?
Not. I've said
I
yeah
was
to
gonna say,
more Australian animals
I've
than
probably
you
said
fucks
yeah the least. You probably said it the most. I feel. At this stage.
have.
Kieran, what is the next one?
We've got some psychedelic iguana-styled Pokemon here. Iggy Pup is a small little lizard, but it's got like a little cape and a little hood. Glowwana is Iggy Pup had like some fluorescent markings to it. Glowwana, the fluorescents start to go more on its body as on its little hood. And then Glowanitor is full psychedelic, has lots of glowing neon markings on its body. Looks like it's a bit of a mad lad. Yes, we're gonna go yeah.
I'm going hell yeah. I can't wait to go Raven with these ones. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go yeah as well. Yeah.
I feel like you'd have like a psychedelic trip if you
Yeah.
liked it.
Yeah.
we don't condone licking your Pokemon, but I mean,
But if you did,
you'd probably have a psychedelic trip if it was this one. So, next one's is so you got Bun, which is a little bunny that has like a shell. I guess it's like it ran into the tortoise. I guess I don't know, and then it evolves into Lemony, which is it's a bunny, but now the shell is like
it's a bun.
It's a Lamington. It's a Lamington.
Oh, right, gotcha. So it's
a bun is like some kind of like basic bun.
Yeah, like cream bun.
Yeah.
Like maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe.
I'm going because I was talking about Lamingtons today actually. So I'm going
Fucking topical.
Yeah.
Going It's cute, but just put the heat on. Wilts.
I'm also going to say, nah, Lamingtons don't really hold their shape if you drop them or if they like roll around a lot or nah.
Was that no or no yeah?
Nah.
Okay.
Straight up nah.
Straight now. What's next one, Ash?
Next one.
Next one.
Duno, which looks like a little duck guy but with a pingu mouth. A big horn like orange. Newt mouth.
Yeah.
Nerd.
And he evolves into Boogull, which it's a big bulky seagull type, I guess, but with like it's quite round and with a big tuber-like mouth hole. And that evolves into Grand Pipes, which is like an old-looking bird creature with a giant mustache and a bunch of different little horns all over its body. Like not like sharp horns, but like musical horns.
It's like a bagpipes.
Yeah, I'm going to go
I'm going too. I like this. I like the evolution here.
Yeah, me too.
Looks like a fun time. It looks like a cute little bird, and then it looks like has lots of wisdom by the end. You know what I mean? Wisdomous.
Like it's like Grand Pipes. Yeah.
Sure. Karen, what's the next one?
Next one, we have Kira, which is a little cute little kind of. I don't really know how to describe it. It's like a cute little furry creature with big blue ears.
It looks like
and it turns
Cardcaptor
into
Sakura's
Yumi.
friend.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. And then Yumiri, where a bit more of the ears turn into a lot thinner, more like lightning bolt style hair. And then I feel like this one is one of those evolutions where you have it just for the third one. Because Kyoru or Koyoru is looks like it's wearing like a cape that looks like the night sky full of shooting stars. And its tail has like a shooting star segment on it now. But yes, from me.
I'm going hell yeah, is this one? This one looks awesome. I'm not actually sure what animal or whatever it's supposed to be to be honest. I know if we're
It's meant to be like a sugar glider kind of thing.
Yeah, that probably is. Yeah, sugar glider would make sense, yeah. But it's cute. Yeah. I rate this one probably one of the cutest ones so far, I would say.
Yeah.
So I'm all about it. Yeah, yes. Yeah. All right, next one is Florikeet. So it's a lorikeet. It's Florikeet. It has like a flower over its head. And then it evolves into a Rosella, which is a Roselia, but like more flowery. So yeah, I guess that's the easiest way to go about it. I'm going nah.
Me too. This one's pretty basic. I do like the design. It's not for me.
Yeah, it's a great design. Very cool.
What's the next one? Okay.
Next
Asha?
up, we got Kamala, which is like a cute little koala. It's holding like this little eucalyptus tree, like kind of pillow drum thing. It's sleeping.
It looks like a teapot.
No, that's just a branch sticking out.
Oh,
yeah,
fair.
so it feels like it's carries a bit of a tree with him everywhere. It helps it sleep. So it's sleeping all the time, and then it evolves into Kamala, which looks like Kamala, except it's having a bad dream, and it's got a bunch of like sheets all over it, and then its nightmare fuel has a produced a giant claw above its head that it'll attack you because, help defend itself while it's sleeping.
I'm going yeah.
No, yeah.
I'm going yeah. I'm about it. They're cute.
It's not going to do anything. It'll just be sleeping in the corner.
Yeah, it's cute. It's cool. It's cute.
It's cool.
Can't help it. That's fair. Kieran, what's next one?
Next one is, I think this is just like an Australian a region version of a Doduo, but looks like a snowman almost, like got two little white heads with the carrot-like beaks, which is it's a bird, and then Dodrio, which is a three-headed version of the same bird, much like Doduo and Dotrio from the Pokemon series.
But what I love about this Dodrio is pretty obvious the middle head is fake.
Oh my god, I had not noticed that. That's that's pretty great.
I'm going nah. Just because I never liked Dotrio, so I'm not gonna. I'm not about to get on board.
Yeah, I'm also a nah, but yeah. Smart, clever reinterpretation of, existing Pokemon.
Yeah. Next one is Amu. It's a bird, but it's in the army. And then Artemiliu, which is a bird, but it's a tank. Nah. We give too much money to the military as is. So.
Yeah, nah.
I'm gonna say yeah, just because I think Amu, when it flies around, like hums "Flight of the Valkyries" to itself. And like,
what is Artemiliu firing?
I don't know.
It isn't firing.
It's got its fists.
It's just got its fists. It isn't. Nothing.
The giant cannons for show, is it?
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, it's probably firing eggs at people.
Yeah, eggs. That makes sense. Eggs.
Okay.
It's just firing its young into battle. No. It fires, right? It fires out of and then midair, the egg breaks open, and Amu comes out and like parachutes in and like fucks up things.
Yeah, that's fair. Ash, what's the next one?
Next up, we got Tripknot, which is like a little spider thing, but with cute little ropey legs with like little, I don't know, stool. I don't know what they're like, little block things at the end. And then it evolves into Pummel Leg, which is the same, but all its legs got tangled in the middle. So kind of, but it's still there. Okay, nah.
I'm going.
I mean, it's cute, but
yeah, I'm going nah as well.
Nah, I've already got Spider, so.
I'm gonna hear yes. Fucking Pummel Leg looks like he's like, you want to go? Hey, we want a fisticuffs? Hey, I'll fuck you up. Like he is
looks
like
pretty pissed.
He looks.
Why can't anybody just untangle me? That's what he's saying.
Exactly. He like Tripknot accidentally fell over on the dance floor and turned into Pummel Leg.
Maybe. Could be.
And he can't dance anymore because his legs are all tangled.
Kieran, what's the next one?
We got a Blitz Hop.
Blitzcrank?
Which is like no, not Blitzcrank. Definitely not Blitzcrank. And then Blitz Hop, which looks like based off the Australian power plug, with a nice blue and I guess dark blue or dark coloring. It turns into Haltblitz, which is like a more technologically evolved speaker system by the looks of it. For me, this one's a nah.
Yeah, this is a nah.
Yeah, I'm a nah too.
This doesn't feel very Australian at all.
Feels like it's a cyber attack.
Well, the first one is, because the first one has the Australian power plug.
I guess it just has 3 fingers as well.
Well, no, but they're in the fucking the layout and everything.
Yeah, and everything. Like, yeah. I get it.
Okay.
Next one is Fresh A's. And then it evolves into Strapatu.
Stabatu.
So Fresh A's, it's a naked bird. It's growing some.
It is a baby. Knives. It's an ugly baby bird with a bunch of metal stuff all over it.
Yes, that's probably the most exact way to describe it. And it evolves into a Sigma, I'll fucking stab ya. I don't know.
He's like just because of the fucking like the hand symbols that
what's that?
Stabatu's doing. It's like
I'm going yeah.
Yeah. I'm going, yeah, what a glow up.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I'm going yeah for the glow up.
this is the
It's like
another
the Queer
Pokemon
Eye
where
guys
you're like,
came out of nowhere. And
Yeah.
you're like fresh Aves. I'm gonna put an XP share on you and start using you once you become a
I
star.
mean, you don't even need XP share these days. Pokemon games just automatically share XP, so problem solved.
Fucking ridiculous.
What's the next one?
we got Thornil, which is like a little bug. It's like a horn for its nose. Then it evolves into Devake, which is like a little bit more of a buggy, I don't know, creature, but with like a bit more of a shell kind of thing. And then evolves into Falseridus. Falseridus?
Yep.
Which is some abomination.
Yeah, that's fine.
This is a nah.
Yeah, I'm going nah.
It's got a bunch of thorns.
I'm going nah. Ain't friendly. Ain't nice. Doesn't even be in my squad. Jen?
Nah. Nah, ain't about
No.
it.
What's the next one then, Karen?
Nah. Next one is Flawn. Did I skip one? No. Yes. No. Flawn. Flawn, which looks like My Little Pony, but like an antlered version of it. Turned into Pollinate, which looks like a beautiful smoky fire stag, which these are both fire type Pokemon. This is like the stag antler version of I can't remember the fox, the fire fox got one from the first generation, but yes, this is a yeah from me.
I'm going nah. It's kind of like I guess you're saying it's like Ninetales, the second one, maybe.
Yes, that's the one. I can't remember what the
Vulpix.
Vulpix, that's it. Yeah.
I'm going nah. It's got sticks for legs. It'll just burn itself. Burn itself. Probably.
Yeah, I'll go nah.
No.
It looks like, a deer version of Rapidash, kind of.
Yeah. The next one is Clolly, which is it's a twin-headed sheep. It's having a good old time, and then it evolves into Herdingo. It was never.
I don't think so.
What? You don't reckon? I reckon it does.
I don't think it does.
I reckon it does.
All right.
You second?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because here. Let me explain it. Sorry. It evolves into Herdingo.
No, it does because this is a 3-stage. Yep.
So it evolves into Herdingo, where it's it's a wolf in
or just
it's a dingo. Yeah.
Dingo with a little fur hat.
Yeah, or it's like Chloe and her dingo are separate, and then if you breed them, they evolve into next. That's what I'm going with. I'm going if you breed them, they evolve into the third one. So I'm going to say they're not evolutions, but if you breed them together, you get this third one, which is Disguided, which it may at first look like Chloe, but you'll actually see it is her dingo in disguise, wearing the sheep. So
I think this is a classic throwback to Dingo Stole My Baby because Dingo's a crafty little.
Yeah.
No, it's like a big bad wolf thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm saying it's not an evolution. I'm saying it's a breed. There you go. Throw a spanner in the works of how this is all working.
I'm gonna say it's an evolution. Fuck you, Dylan. I think it's.
It's similar to like a Slowbro, you know.
Yeah.
It needs a cloister to come.
To
shelter, whatever to come along.
Bite its tail. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it needs to. Needs to do something to the Chloe to become a Disguided.
Yes.
Is all we're saying.
Yes. I'm going yeah. I think this is funny. Funny little
I'm going yeah. I don't know how you would evolve it. It's like
I'm not sure exactly what the mechanics are for this one. I don't know like what we're doing, but I kind of like it. I think it's fun. What are you Kieran? Yeah or no?
Yeah. Yeah, nah, this looks sick. I mean, nah, yeah.
Yeah, fair. Next one, Ash.
First up, we've got like Timpole, which is like a little toad, tadpole kind of thing. It evolves into Palpitoad, which is like a bit more of an evolved version of the tadpole, but it's got like little legs and a derpy face, a bunch of horns on its head, and then it evolves into Seismitoad, which is like a big toad looking fuck, that'll, if you get high licking the glow noita, or whatever it was called, you lick Seismitoad, you're dead because it's definitely poison filled. I'm gonna go. Nah, I don't like toads.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Anti-toads.
As much as I liked those toad books by Morris Gleitzman or whatever, like as a kid, was like 3 of them toad books. Can't remember what they're called, but they were good shit. But otherwise, not about this now.
I don't know if bit of a tangent. I don't. Did you guys ever watch Round the Twist
Yes,
as a kid?
No.
Yes. Never.
No.
There was an episode
Are you serious, Kieran?
where they've got.
Well, I fucking lived
that's
in
true,
England. There
fucking
was no such thing as Round the
That's true.
Twist.
There's an episode where they're doing things with frogs. They're like getting them to compete with each other, and there's this toad that just eats all the other frogs. And it always terrified me as a kid. So yeah, nah.
The book's called Toad Rage, by the way, since I had to look it up. So you got Toad Rage, and then there was like a stack of toads, and there's some other ones or whatever. Good books. You know, wants to buy a good children's book. I assume it's still good. I don't know. I haven't read it since I was like 10, so fucking, for all I know.
Hasn't
I don't
aged
know.
well.
Maybe it doesn't age well. The next one, Kieran.
Next one, we go into Sufi, Aquarel, and Sunacia, which starts as a dolphin, a very cute little dolphin, and then slowly evolves its form into becoming more of a wave or like a tsunami or a giant wave towards the end. It's a yeah from me.
I'm going yeah as well. I think this is cool. I like it's a little cute little dolphin, and it's like a powerful dolphin. I like it.
Yeah, I'm also going yeah.
Ash, next one. Oh, sorry, me. Sorry.
I'm going there.
All right, it's me.
I can go the next one if you.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, let's
want
just
to-
just switch for the moment. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we got Jawsicle, which is like a little piranha dude with way too many teeth. It evolves into Grycer, which is like a bit more of a scary fish, but like less teeth. And it evolves into Predaton, which is a giant, like, I don't know, like seal-like type,
Yeah.
almost,
Could be.
with like a giant fin on its head and shit. I'm gonna go nah. That's too
I'm
many
going
teeth.
nah as well. It's too many teeth.
I'm going yeah. It looks sick. Looks so cool. Little crazy guy with all those teeth. Fuck yeah.
Why do you like teeth so much?
Why are you so into teeth?
Why are you so into teeth? Like, calm
all
down,
about the
you know?
teeth. When some people
Some
think when
weird
you kiss things, it's like either about lips or tongue. I'm all about the teeth. Just that teeth on teeth
Okay,
gnashing.
yeah. Rightio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next one. Tasmol. It's a bloody Tasmanian tiger. Tasmanian devil, sorry. Little Tasmanian devil. And then you've got Tasmanus, which looks more like a Tasmanian tiger. So you got a little bit of both here. A little bit of Tassie animal represents. Tasmol, they're currently going extinct species, and the Tasmanus, they're currently extinct species. So like,
So this is like a super rare Pokemon.
super rare
It's
Pokemon.
really hard to get.
I'm going hell yeah. Obviously, I have to.
This is the fossil Pokemon. Of this
Yeah, one of yeah. I'm going hell yeah. Represent.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It actually does look sick as well. I'd say. Like,
It does look like
It
the
does.
Zigzagoon version of this.
hey, this would squash Zigzagoon. Fucking eat it for breakfast. Wouldn't have any idea what's going on. All right. I know I said we'll do them all, but I actually think let's save them because this is going to take a lot longer than I thought it would. So let's just.
I was going to say it's going to be another fucking hour. I was about to be like, do I want to lighten around some of these?
I don't know.
Because
Don't worry. Let's do.
I don't think we've got that many left
We got
to
2
go.
pages. We did half.
We've got 2 pages.
We just did half. So we're gonna leave it at half, and we'll finish the next. We'll finish the next ones either next week or the week after, whichever one only has.
She's shaking his head. Ashley's like, I was ready to
What
strap
if
in
what
for
if
the
there's
long
massive
haul.
news the next
No,
couple
that's
weeks?
fine. Well,
We're gonna leave people hanging.
It's fine. We'll come back to it. So
We're
look,
fine.
as the host of this show, I
If we need
you know,
to, we
you know
can...
how they put an Audible on WWE this week? I'm putting an Audible on the podcast, right? So
You know what we should do? We should just record the second half and then make people pay for advance.
yeah, let's put that on our.
we don't do that.
Do we not
give
do
the
that? We just
podcast-
give away a podcast for free.
What?
We just give those for free. Holy shit. I can't believe you've done it.
Oh my god, how are we still in business?
Good point. If you're enjoying us going over the Yana Pokemon, make sure to let us know. But we will do the other 2 pages. It's slightly less. It's a little bit less than 2. It's like 2 and 90%, I guess. Like so.
Just tweeted us your images of the first 2 pages with
or no.
each
We'll
Pokemon.
do all that. So we'll do the rest next time or the week after, just depending on how next week or the week goes. As much as Ash thinks that we won't do it, we will 100% do it. Don't worry, I'll make it happen. But yeah, let us know what you thought of this week's episode, the ENR Pokemon rating, or any thoughts on Elden Ring, Kirby. Keep it, keep it suitable for work. And anything else, you can do that by tweeting at us, explosionnetwork.com/Twitter, explosionnetwork.com/Discord. Let's join our Discord. If you like this episode, thought it was worth $1, head on over to our Ko-fi page, explosionnetwork.com/support, and buy us a for coffee. And make sure to subscribe. It should be nearly up everywhere at this point. Arcade Couch Between the Cushions, because next week, the first official episode of that will drop. And I'll probably be just like making sure to point that out for the next few weeks on here or something like that, or just tie it in eventually. But yeah, just search for that. I think it's nearly everywhere at this point. Podcast feeds popping up, some places quicker than others. But make sure you subscribe to that one as well if you want to hear us talk some before the
More
show,
nonsense.
shenanigans, maybe not always video games, could be sometimes, I don't know. Whatever we want to talk about. Until next week, same time, same couch. Goodbye.